Hey folks, back with another cutting vid. This time I've got all the usual suspects lined up against the wall here. We're going to start with the Ronin European Longsword, Skagero Forged Takachigai, the Chris Cutlery Kanbun 2, the Chines Kokatana, the Ronin Dojo Pro Wakizashi, the Hanwei Practical Wakizashi, and the Cold Steel Otanto. And we're going to give them all a fair shake. I'm going to do the same cut, same Tim Hortons cup, try and get the best I can out of each one of them, and we'll compare results. Stay tuned. Okay folks, first batter up, Ronin European Longsword. So again, we're going to try and get a pullback on this sucker. We're going to try and hit the cup too. That was a nice one. Alright. Next one on the cutting block, Skagero Forged Takachigai Katana. This one I've done with it, so it'll do. And the next sword up is the Chris Cutlery Kanbun 2 Katana. Try again. Chines Kokatana, 21 inch. So for two-handed swords, now it's the Ronin Wakizashi Dojo Pro. And the Hanwei Practical Wakizashi. And finally, the Cold Steel Dragonfly Otanto. Three cups left, and I'm going to try and improve with the Chris Cutlery Kanbun. See if I can't get a better cut. Just listen to this thing for a second. That's great. My edge is on. You know what? I'll take three of them. This has nothing to do with the test. This is just fun. Skagero Forge, by the way. That is some seriously thick thick ass plastic. There you go, folks. Let's go in and examine those cuts, see how they looked. Alright, we are back. So that was fun. I think it was a fair test. I really didn't do any practice swings with anything before to get used to it. I'm talking about the longsword. Did lots of practice swings with katanas. I've gotten better cuts than that one out of the Skagero in the last videos I did. And that was about a fair representation of how the Chris Cutlery Kanbun performs for me. I think I lucked out with the Hanwei and the Ronin. I think I did pretty good with the one-handed swords. So, that being said, I have the test results right here. And let's see. So, the very top one, I marked them as I took them, so I wrote down which cup is what. So let's start in the order of appearance. This one says RE, so this is the Ronin European Longsword. And it's a bit frayed, but it's one of the better cuts I've done with that sword, no doubt about it. Or at least it's a fair representation of how they look. And you notice with the first swing on the European Longsword I missed where I wanted to hit. It's hard to control the accuracy, I'll give it that. I don't know if it's because of the flex of the blade, what it is, but there it is. And the next one was the old SJK, better known as the Skagero Katana. And this was that. Again, it wasn't my best cut. I kind of had a little bit of a trouble there, but that's it. That's the Skagero Forge Katana. I should go a little closer. This was the Ronin European Longsword, Skagero Katana. And again, not my best swing with the Skagero, no doubt. Next is the cursed Chris Cutlery. Sorry, I shouldn't be calling it that. It took me 3 tries. And I couldn't get anything decent, so I took all 3 of them in. This was, I think, the first one. No, wait, no. That would have been the most recent one. This one was the first one. That was the first one I decided I'd just keep. And the second one that I said was pretty much like the first one. Ripping off a little strip on the bottom there as it goes through. And this one was probably the better cut that I got with it. Again, you can see my accuracy is off on all 3 of them. I'm hitting the lid, I'm not hitting where I want to. Try as I may. And there was a lot of baseball bat cups out there before I got these 3, so again, typical. Sadly, that's typical of the Chris Cutlery Kanbun. What's next? Ko-Katana. The Chinese Ko-Katana. Really clean, like I said, outperforms what I expect from it every time. So, there's the Chinese Ko-Katana. The Ronin Wakizashi. Definitely one of the better cuts I've pulled out of the Ronin Wakizashi. Not typical. Trouble with consistency is a better way of saying it. It can do it, no doubt about it. And here's proof in my hand that it can do it. It's just one-handed swords. Again, like I don't practice that much with them. So there it is. That's the Ronin Wakizashi. I lucked out on that one. The Hanwei Practical Wakizashi. Again, I think I really lucked out on the Hanwei Prakwak. That came out really nice. And again, that's that Cult of Athena edge. I thought they used a machine to do it. It is so flawless, but apparently it's a guy on a belt sander. So kudos to him, man. I wish I could do that on a belt sander. That was a pretty nice flat cut too. So HPW, Hanwei Practical Wakizashi. And the last one was CSOT, Cold Steel Otanto. The accuracy I didn't quite get, but the cut was nice and clean, so I decided I'd keep this one and use it. Maybe a little wobble to the cut you can see there, but fairly clean. It can do better. I've seen laser clean cuts come out of that. That's a really sharp blade. So there it is. Thought I'd do a little side by side by side by side by side. try them all out and see what we got. So anybody wants to throw into the comment box down there and offer some suggestions or better tests, or I'm game for anything. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye.